Hashtags and SEO are super important on TikTok. If you're trying to get your content in front of the right people, if you're trying to sell a product or service, or you've got a local restaurant or bar or what have you, and you're trying to get in front of the right people, you're going to want to pay attention to this video because I'm going to talk to you about the top 5 things you need to know about TikTok hashtags and SEO. So, welcome back to another episode. Here we talk all about TikTok marketing, Instagram marketing, and basically how to grow an online business using social media. I am Keenya Kelly, your video marketing strategist, and you're going to want to follow along because I've got 5 amazing tips for you. Okay. So, I have been on TikTok for the last 5 years, and I've been teaching TikTok for the last 4.5 years, and it has just gotten better and better and better, in my opinion. Now, I know some people think it's gotten worse because there's longer content and because you're not going viral as quick as you were in 2020. Like, really, things have to change at some point in time. But I think the platform has gotten better and better and better. And I do teach you strategies on how to still go viral. And so if you're watching this and you're like, I'm not going viral on TikTok, how do I do it? Then we should probably work together. Go to my bio for that. But it's just gotten better and better and better. And today I actually wrote down 5 different things that you need to know when it comes to TikTok's hashtags and SEO and the power of it all. Now, before I get into all that, I want to tell you something. So, when you are running a business or an online business and you're trying to get in front of different people, you have to learn how to do that. Creating content is definitely the major, major, major part of that. But there's also these little key things that you could be doing that are going to kind of guarantee your success, right? So, like, I started a new account on TikTok when I moved to Houston about 6 months ago or so, and majority of the people that are on that account are following me because they found me in Houston. I was just at an event this morning, going running and exercising, and 2 people recognized me from that event, and I have not been here long, and it's only because my TikTok is triggered and is geotagged to Houston, and it's constantly helping me to reach all the right people on the TikTok platform. So I want to get into the 5 things you need to know when it comes to hashtags and SEO. So the first thing that I want to tell you about this is that if you are wondering how many hashtags you should utilize, it's important to know this. TikTok is giving you access to 4,000 characters in your description. Now, you don't put hashtags on screen, so just scratch that. We're talking about the description. But TikTok gives you 4,000 characters when it comes to your description. So you're able to write as much content in there as possible or as many hashtags in there as possible. But you do not want to spend that whole section on descriptions all about hashtags. You don't want to do that, okay? You want to put whatever you want to say in your video. Whatever you want to say in your video, if you want to tag someone or whatever, and then you want to pay attention to your hashtags. Now, I recommend that you use 3 to 5 different hashtags, no more than that. If you use more, that's on you. But I don't think it's necessary. 3 to 5. And why is that? Because, there's so many people on TikTok. And let's just say that I'm trying to reach, curly haired women, right? If I use the hashtag curly women, curly haired women, or natural hair, natural black women, I literally have just told TikTok 4 times to send it to me, right? To other people like me, right? So it's not necessary to just flood it with so many hashtags. Now, what hashtags should you use? One, you want to make sure that at least 2 of those hashtags, probably 3, are targeted to what your content is about. Okay, so this video is all about TikTok hashtags and SEO. I would use the hashtags TikTok hashtags, TikTok SEO, because that's what this video is about. Okay. Then the next set of hashtags, the last 2, you want to target who you want to target with that content. So if you specifically are trying to target African American women over 40, do hashtag black women, hashtag black women over 40. You're guaranteed to start reaching all the right people because you not only have those right hashtags there, but you're saying certain things in your video. You got SEO keywords, which we'll talk about in a little bit. And that is literally going to help you to reach all the right people. All the right people. You just got to be very intentional and strategic when you are utilizing these hashtags. Okay. So number 2, which brings me to my next point, is all about SEO. Okay. So I just mentioned that previously, but let me tell you in more depth. TikTok has gotten very, 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 very sensitive. So good. And it knows exactly what's going on, like with when it comes to your SEO, right? But you have this amazing, amazing opportunity to make it even more sensitive to what you're trying to do and who you're trying to target. What does that mean? So, when you film a video on TikTok, and if my video is how to use TikTok hashtags, if I say how to use TikTok hashtags, then immediately there's SEO for that. Now, how do I know that? Because if I click on captions, the auto captions are going to pull up and they're going to get exactly what I just said. So saying that in the video, the AI and the software, the SEO has already picked that up. If I also put how to use hashtags and SEO on TikTok as text on screen, even more SEO because now I have indexed the video even the more. Okay, but then you want to take it a step further. You want to say it, write it on screen. Then you want to also put it in your description. How to use TikTok hashtags and SEO in the description. And then I want to go with those 3 to 5 hashtags. 3 about my video, 2 about who I'm targeting. Okay. That's why you will see sometimes when you're watching videos, you'll look at the top of the search bar and it's telling you exactly what that video is about. And that's because that person has indexed their video properly. Okay. Sometimes it's not indexed properly, and that's why it has the subject there, right? But also sometimes you'll click on the comment section, and because the comment section keeps saying the same thing, it starts to index properly there as well because it's so good and it's so sensitive. So if your goal is to have the most amount of success on TikTok, then you definitely want to make sure that you are paying close attention to your hashtags, okay? Hashtags and SEO. Okay, let's get to number 3. Okay, so the number 3 thing I wrote down here is find the best ones by searching. Because I know you're saying to yourself, well, which hashtags do I use? And then which SEO keywords do I use? Well, that's where TikTok comes in as well. Again, I love all social media, but I have a fascination for TikTok because I'm watching what is happening with the platform. And so here we go. If when you're trying to figure out which hashtags to use and even which SEO to use for your content, the number one thing you want to do is go to the For You page. In the upper right hand corner, go ahead and click on the search bar. Okay. Then you want to start searching. Don't put the whole thing in, just start searching, right? So for example, I would put TikTok hashtags. And when I'm writing it, what's going to happen is the drop down menu is going to pop up and show me what I'm getting, what I'm actually typing. It's going to guess what I'm typing. And it's also going to tell me what other people are typing. Those are hashtags. Those are SEO keywords, right? But then once I actually write what I'm looking for and I hit enter, okay, once I scroll down just a little bit from those videos, you're going to see other search terms. It's going to tell you here are other things people searched that brought them to this section about TikTok hashtags and SEO. Then if you scroll down even more, it's going to give you even more. So instead of you coming up with the best hashtags or best SEO, use TikTok to do it. Start to write what your video is about. Okay. And then write down what you see that it's already saying the search terms are. Because if you utilize the terms that people are searching, when they search, your video is going to come up. If you're utilizing whatever you want to do, then people are not searching for whatever you want them to search for. You've got to pay attention to what they are searching for. And that is how you utilize SEO and hashtags on TikTok. That's okay. Number 4. The number 4 thing about hashtags, SEO, and all that is this. When you do hashtags and you do SEO and you accompany it with something that is trending, an audio that is trending, kaboom, you have a possible explosion on your hand. You have a possible explosion on your hand. Why? Because again, you're trying to reach a certain group of people with a certain content. You've indexed it properly. And now this sound is already trending. So TikTok is pushing your content out to the right people. But also because that sound is accompanied with it and it's already trending, it's going to give your video a little bit of a boost. I'm not saying it's going to make it go viral, but it's going to give your video a bit of a boost. Okay. So if you already know that this is what you're trying to do, sometimes TikTok is going to attach a sound to your video. Doesn't mean you're going to use that, but you want to go, okay, is this sound trending or is this just what TikTok added? If it's just what they added, find something else, okay? Connect it to your video, turn the volume down to a level where that you like, and then watch what happens with that content. All right. Now, let's get to number 5. Okay. So, number 5 is location and niche targeting. Now, this one is probably one of my favorites right now because when I moved to Houston a year ago, I think I shared before, but I found myself feeling lonely and trying to make friends. So I created a new account on TikTok, and I was also looking for a creative outlet, a space where I could just be more creative, more myself, and whatever. So I started creating content on TikTok on this other account called Keenya Kelly Brand. So Keenya Kelly is my main, Keenya Kelly Brand is my second. And I was trying to figure out what would I create content around. And eventually I settled on me, my life at 43, living in Houston, Texas. Me going to this event, me going to this event, all the different things that I'm doing, right? And I was like, okay, I'm going to use geotagging, location tagging to get to reach the right people with this content. So then I started tagging Houston in all of those contents. I started using the hashtag Houston, Texas, hashtag HTX, hashtag Houston, all the different things, right? Plus the few hashtags around what my content was around, right? If it was all about Houston, then I just use the hashtag Houston, 5 hashtags, right? Listen, that account is very close to hitting 50,000 followers. Everywhere I go, somebody notices me from TikTok. I went to a running event, like I said earlier. 2 people at that event recognized me. Okay. I went to church. 3 people recognized me. I'm not trying to be recognized. I'm just giving an example of what happens when you utilize location tagging and then hashtag tagging for that particular location. I also decided that I was going to do an event in Houston, and it's blown up. But then I said, let me try to do one in Dallas. Okay. I started creating videos, and I hashtagged Dallas, Texas, all the surrounding areas, the location for Dallas. And guess what happened? Those videos started reaching people in Dallas, and I ended up with 300 people signing up for that event. 300 people signed up for that event. No paid ads, just content on TikTok, location, and hashtags. Okay, right now we have 3,000 people that are connected to the Houston community and growing. Okay, so why am I saying all that? I'm saying all of this to say that if your desire is to utilize hashtags and geotagging on TikTok, you just got to be intentional, right? And just make sure you do it with each video, and you are going to be amazed at what happens. Now, again, if you utilize hashtags, SEO, plus a trending audio, and of course, you're paying attention to your hooks and things of that nature, you are going to find yourself having so much success on that platform that you never thought possible. Okay. Now, if you're somebody and you've been saying to yourself, this sounds amazing, but I don't even know how to create on TikTok and I want to learn, I have an amazing course. It's called Monetize the Tok, and it's where I teach you TikTok marketing strategies, how to create amazing content from start to finish, how to get out of that dreaded 200 view jail, okay? How to go viral, right? How to capture leads, and then how to grow this community and make money, okay? Whether you're making money from the platform or you're making money selling your own products, I teach all of that on the inside of this course. And the course isn't just automated, it also comes with me. I'm coaching you every single day for 8 weeks. Every single day for 8 weeks, I'm going to be coaching you to help you to be able to learn how to create content on TikTok, create it well, go viral, grow a community, but more importantly, make more money than you've always wanted to make. Okay, so if you want to join us, you can go to monetizethetok.com. It's also in the description. If you enjoyed today's video, please let me know. Ask me any questions in the comments. Like the video and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.